I guess I'm live. Okay, so we are live, and you might be wondering. So let it. Hello. So I think we are live. So you might be wondering, why am I using visual? Why am I trying to do live stream on Visual Basic 2019? Because I was continuing my Dart tutorial series, live streaming series, but I thought I told to myself that I have to learn certain other languages as well, because I want to make desktop applications also. So Dart and Flutter are specifically useful to make Android or iOS applications, but they're not really useful to make desktop applications. I mean, you can use Flutter to make desktop applications using Dart, but it is quite experimental, and still not many developers writing Flutter for desktop, and therefore I was not sure whether I should use Dart and Flutter for desktop application. Therefore, I thought to myself that maybe I should use Java, or maybe Python, or maybe .NET to make desktop application for Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and or other operating system. So I told to myself, then why not try with .NET programming? And then I told again that should I go with Visual Basic, Visual C++, Visual C Sharp, or Visual or F Sharp? And looking from the different answers on Quora, on Stack Overflow, and on different Reddit answers, I understood that one should move with C Sharp if he or she intends to make application for Android, iOS, desktop, using Windows presentation forms or just Windows forms. So C Sharp is just the best language to completely unbundle the .NET framework and create amazing apps using just C Sharp. But then I thought that I am using Dart and Flutter to make Android application. So why should I also use C Sharp to make Android application? On the other hand, I can learn Visual Basic, which can be used to make just desktop application, which is cross-platform. I can also make different libraries. I can make SharePoint application, Microsoft Word application using Visual Basic. And Visual Basic, on the other hand, is very easy to understand, and it is very simple programming language. So I told to myself that maybe even by using Visual Basic, if I can understand the core properties of .NET, the .NET class library, if I understand using Visual Basic, then it will be much more easier for me to then learn C Sharp and then implement those learned previously .NET libraries into C Sharp. So I chose Visual Basic just so that I can learn the libraries functionalities much more fast and swiftly, and then choosing C Sharp. So I will progress to C Sharp as I complete Visual Basic, and I'm very sorry that I'm using such an obsolete language, Visual Basic, but it is very easy to understand for programmers. And Visual Basic is a very good community. If you search Visual Basic on Facebook, then you will find many different groups on Facebook, which are basically relevant to Visual Basic, and you can ask questions, share your thoughts, and even collaborate to make different kinds of applications. So therefore, I am starting Visual Basic programming from today, and I have written some codes in Visual Basic, as you can see, chunk of code that I just tried out from the documentation of Microsoft .NET framework. So first of all, what I understood actually is that the .NET framework consists of several namespaces. As you can see in this browser, the .NET framework API reference. And this is actually the complete API list that we can use to build amazing applications using any language if we choose, whether it be C Sharp, it be Visual Basic, it be C++, or F Sharp. Now, the primary namespace that every developer should learn is the system namespace. Sorry. So the system namespace is actually a namespace containing different classes. As you can see, the system namespace, if I just scroll it a little bit bigger, then you can see it properly. Yeah, so as you can see, it contains the system namespace, which contains the app domain delegate and several delegates. I don't know what delegates are. We will try to learn about them. And also contains several different, as you can see, properties, methods. Wait a minute. Sorry, sir. I'm very sorry. Namespace don't contain properties. Namespace only contain classes, interfaces, enums, structs. As you can see, structs, interfaces, enums, delegates, and these are all that a namespace can contain. On the other hand, a system namespace contains a class named as console, as you can see, console. And this console class is what I was just trying out in my code editor in my Visual Studio 2019. So if you do not have Visual Studio 2019, you can download it for free as a community edition, which is free to use for students and individual developers who can write code for their Windows operating system and run on it. If you want to use the professional edition, you have to buy Visual Studio 2019. So just type in Visual Studio 2019. Go to visualstudio.microsoft.com, and from here you just have to download Visual Studio Community version. Just click on it, and it will take you to this web page, and you can see on the left side corner you can find wait a minute, if the download doesn't start shortly, click here, retry. So if you click on here, the download should start. Yeah, the download has been completed. As you can see on the left hand side, exe file has been generated. You just click on it, run it, and you will be able to get this kind of icon on this icon on the desktop, Visual Studio 2019. Let's run it, and you will be able to see this Studio IDE, from where you choose File, New, Project, and then just choose whichever language you want to use. For me, I'm using Visual Basic. I choose Visual Basic, and then I can choose whatever. I can use ASP.NET. I can make console application. I can create a test project. I can make WPA browser application, unit testing. Many other things are there. So for the primary case, I'm still learning Visual Basic. So I just chose the console application, which is .NET Core, but .NET Framework. I am using .NET Framework console application on not .NET Core. .NET Core is actually useful to make cross-platform applications on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, but the .NET Framework will to make applications only for Windows. So after you click on it, just click on next and enter the details and click create, and it will create the project for you. So once the project has been created, you can see this completely blank screen like this. Not blank screen, sorry. You will be able to see only the class like this, only the class. If you do not have, if you cannot see a class, then you have to probably go over here, come to the application, click on add new item, and you can choose a module or a class, whatever. You can choose module from here, give module 1 VB, add, click on add, and when you first run it, you will see a module, not a class. I just created a class text file, class file, VB file for my project. So I'm gonna just close this module for now. So yeah, I wrote some code which basically does something. So I'm still learning. So let me just close all of this, and let's start from the very beginning. Let's go to new project, click on console application framework, click on next, and create my console application. Okay, and you have to choose the location where you want to store your file, and then click on create. The current solution will be closed. Save changes. Yes, save the changes that you have made over here. So when you first open up a project, you will see this module kind of stuff containing the sub, main, and end sub. This sub is actually called a subroutine, which is actually the starting point of any program. So over here, the very simple one is to display certain text on the screen. So to do that, just type in console.writeLine, and you can write anything. Just say hello world, which you can find many developers using this line of code as a prerequisite, as a first program to for Visual Basic. So if you just click on over here start, and you can see that the black screen comes and goes away. That's because I have not added console.read line. So once it prints out hello world, then it will wait for the user to enter anything. So if I click on start now, you can see it says hello world and the cursor is blinking. So if I click on something, if I enter, or if I press on any button and hit enter, then the screen will go off. So if I press say A and enter, it goes off. Now what if I don't want to hit enter? I only want to press something and it will go off. So I think I should use the read function for this. I think so. Let me just try one more time. If I just say A, B, C, anything. No, we have to hit enter. There is no way that it can automatically take it. However, what if I use a read key function? A goes away. So read key is actually reading only one single key. So whenever you press one single key, it will automatically close the program. And so this is the very simple program. I'm sorry, this is not a tutorial. This is me just learning the Visual Basic. I'm just trying to go over it because since it is a live stream, it's not a tutorial video. So one more thing is that I learned today only that I can also use system in front of it and also system in front of it. Now when I do this thing, what happens is that I am using a namespace system. So as I mentioned earlier, you can use namespaces along with the class names if you do not want to import the class. So if I hit enter, I go above and I say imports system.console. Now I'm importing the system.console class. Therefore, this line is now redundant. I don't really need to write this thing. I just need to write only the functions and it will work perfectly fine because I'm importing the system.console class. Therefore, the program knows what are the different functions and properties available in the console class. So this is the very simple program. Now I was in the part where I was looking into the console class. Wait a minute. Let's go to the console class, console, and just console class. Okay, so console class, there are several different properties. Let's go scroll down. There are several different properties like background color, buffer height, buffer width, caps lock, which I have done in the previous program. Still, I'm doing it one more time. So I can say background color, it's a property. You can notify this property because of this henge symbol. If you're not sure that it's a property, just hover your mouse over it and you can see that it says property console.background color as console color. So this background color is actually an object of the console color class. Therefore, we have to use another object for it to use. So if I say background color equals to console color dot, now I can use whatever object I want to use. I can say cyan. Now you can click on it by pressing Control and you can see this hyperlink kind of stuff will come. If you just hover the mouse over, no hyperlink will come, but as you're hovering, press Control and you can see how a hyperlink is generated. When you click on it, you can see that it creates an enumerator of console color, and these are values of the enumerator. So basically, this public enum console color, oh, I made a mistake, I'm sorry for that. This background color is actually not an object, it's basically a product, it's basically another part of the console color in enumeration. So we will talk about enumerations later. So basically background color is actually an enumeration which takes a value. So if I say the background color is cyan, now I want to print something. So I'm going to print this text has cyan background. Cool. Now let's run it one more time. And as you can see, you cannot see anything because this text has a cyan color. To change it, to make it look readable, I can change the foreground color as well. To let's change it to console color dot red. I guess we can easily read the red text now. As you can see, it says text has cyan background. Cool. We do one more thing. If you still can't read it, let me just make this thing properties 28. Now you can read it. Text has cyan background. One more time. This text has cyan background, but I do not want it to happen like that. What's happening? I don't want that to happen. It's very strange. Wait a minute. It's very strange. Wait a minute. It should not happen. Oh my god. I don't know why it's showing red cyan. Smooth this thing. One more time. Oh wow. Oh. Something is mistaken now. Even if I remove this thing and just start it, it still has a cyan background. So something is going on. Something is going on. The cyan color is not retaining itself, which I do not want. So I go to properties, go to colors, screen background. Screen background is automatically set to this thing, which I don't want. I want to set it to black. And the screen text, I want it to be this color. So I think it can change it. We try one more time. So one more time, and now you can see that it works perfectly fine. So can I change the text size of the console? I'm not sure. Let's search in Google. Visual Basic change console change text size. Change the font of output console in Visual Studio. I don't want that to change manually. I want it to change programmatically, so I don't want that to happen. I'm not sure whether we can do it using console class, because there is no property that can be used to change the console font size. That is strange, because I thought it might have certain property that I can use to change the font size. Anyways, we can use that the number lock is switched on or the caps lock is switched on as well. We can change the title of the menu. So if you cannot see the code, we just make it bigger a little bit. Like now, I guess you can see the code. So you can start. You can see that the title doesn't really look good. So I'm gonna change the title now. So I'm gonna say title takes a string. So background console. One more time. I say it's background console, and I want to change properties. I don't want the color to change it to, I want black. I want the screen text to be this color. I want the font to change to 24. Okay. Change again now. Properties, layout, color. Yeah. Let's run it one more time. Now it is perfectly working. Now it is working. So this is the utilization of the console program, background program. Now we have something called window height property, which does what? Let me check. Yes, sets the height of the window console window area. Example C sharp. Okay, so you are taking the console window width, the console window height into two variables of integers, and then you're saying console.writeLine m1 is a string, the current window width is and is window width and window height, and the m4 is press and a key to continue, and then read a key which is taking true value, and then you're taking width is equals to origin width divided by 2. Now you're changing the set window size as width comma height. So now you're changing the window size to with height. Okay, and now you're adding the text as now the window width and window height is like this. So okay, I got it. So let me just try it one more time. Right line, window width is window height is window width window height. Let's just check the width and height of the window. The window width is 120 and height is 30. Okay, now just change it again. Window width is now 80 and window height is say 20. Now I want to rewrite this thing. Just copy, paste it, started, and now you can see the window has automatically shrunk to size of 80 and height of 20. So that is one way that we can change the window height of the program. So you can change the window height accordingly. You can change the height to say 50 also, which case the height will increase. And it says the value must be less than console current maximum window size of 42 in that dimension. Okay, so I cannot go more than 42. So yeah, stop. Fine. So the 42 is the maximum limit that a window can go. It cannot go beyond. Now I made a mistake. I changed the current property also on it. Shouldn't be the case. Screen background is black. Screen text is white. So that's one way you can change it. Let's get back to 130. Let's say 110. Let's start again. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. It looks perfectly fine. Yep. Because all of the texts are in cyan and red background, one that I wanted to change. So to change it, I can change it as well. I can change it to say background color is now console color top dark blue, dark yellow, and start again. So automatically it does what it takes this background color completely. I don't want that to happen. That's kind of sad. So I'm gonna just remove this thing and see if it does that again as well. I think it's about something with the program. I don't. Now it works perfectly fine because something was happening whenever I change it. And as you can see, then the color is automatically generated for that, which is not good. Which is not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. It's saying that we want it to generate for the complete line of text. I don't think I don't really know whether it should be done or not. Um, whether it should be done or not, I don't know that. Not really sure about it. But when I first run the program, if I change the height or width of the console application, then it will automatically change the color. As you can see, it changes the color. So I believe the color is automatically generated whenever the text is outputted on the console window. I just not know how to disable the resizing option in the console application. I mean, the user cannot drag like this. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna try whether it is possible to do that. I'm gonna just I'm gonna just try for it. So let me see. Windows left. I don't think there is any option, there is any method, or there is any property that I can use to prevent these resizing of console window. I have to look at the screen buffer size. I'm not really sure what the screen buffer size is mentioning over here. Screen set buffer size. I have to read about the buffer size as mentioned, the buffer area and buffer width. So we'll talk about it in the next video. Currently, I have to go now. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.